A big impact for Kimi Räikkönen at the start of second practice in Bahrain, ripping the front wing of his Alfa Romeo and suffering a big whack to the rear as he flew through the gravel trap at turn 2. And after a tentative first session, the gloves were off, as we saw comparatively low fuel running for the first time in 2021. And it is close. Max Verstappen was the man to beat, confirming Red Bull's promising pre-season pace is real, but it was McLaren and not Mercedes hot on their heels. Lando Norris less than a tenth of a second behind in P2, and Lewis Hamilton right there in third. There was great news for the Tifosi too, as Carlos Sainz's Ferrari debut picked up pace. Fourth fastest and less than 3 tenths away from Verstappen, signs of a welcome return to form following the struggles of their worst season in 40 years. There were big moments as drivers pushed their cars to the limits of adhesion. Norris slid wide at turn 6, Valtteri Bottas double drifted at turn 10, and Esteban Ocon had a huge lockup into the first corner. The pressure was on the rookies too, but while Yuki Tsunoda was flying high in 7th for AlphaTauri, Nikita Mazepin was struggling with the setup of his Haas.
Yeah, the balance is all over the place.
The second half of the hour-long session saw most teams focus on medium tyre and higher fuel running, perfecting their performance for the long haul of Sunday's Grand Prix, which is bubbling up to be the closest in years. So it's Verstappen from Norris, Hamilton and Sainz, 4 constructors in the top 4. Valtteri Bottas claimed his car was undrivable in 5th, while Daniel Ricciardo had another solid session, 6th in the second McLaren. Tsunoda was 7th, with Stroll a strong 8th for Aston Martin, ahead of Pierre Gasly and Sergio Perez. Ocon was P11, followed by Leclerc, Giovinazzi, Vettel and Alonso. 14 cars all within a second of Verstappen's top time. Raikkonen's engineers got his car back out for a run at the end, their recovery good enough for P16, with the Williams of George Russell clinging onto his coattails. And nearly a second faster than Mick Schumacher's Haas, with Latifi and Mazepin rounding out an exciting leaderboard. If this session is anything to go by, Formula One 2021 is going to be epic.